Well, greetings and salutations, test takers. This is the Series 7 Guru coming to you from my off-grid studio, getting our kicks on historic Route 66 with an explication request. If you have an explication request, you can send it to explication request at guruexamprep.com. Please be patient. It may take me 2, 3 days to get caught up and respond. Today's request is about a tax sheltered annuity. I like this question. Could be found on SIE exam, Series 7 exam, Series 6 exam, 65, 66, and I'll put this practice question on those playlists. A client of the branch works at a nearby college, so that's our first kind of hint. We should be thinking, okay, they work at an educational institution, an employee of a 403B educational institution. Please note, not just teachers. Could be the janitor, could be the nurse, not the students would be the trick, right? The other persons who would be the pivot would be for is somebody who works at a nonprofit like a hospital, 501c. And again, it wouldn't just be the doctors and nurses, janitors, everybody. All the employees are eligible, just not the patients, right? Kind of stupid, but all right, and participates in a variable annuity. Variable annuity. The next key here is retirement plan sponsored by the college. So we have annuities, tax deferred annuities that individuals would get, and they're not sponsored by their employer. And that's different. A tax deferred annuity, TDA, is different than a tax sheltered annuity, TSA, that comes from your employer, in this case, the college. And remember, like any retirement plan, if it's sponsored by your employer, the money that's going in there, that $30,000 is pre-tax. It's money that's never had taxes paid on it. The client has contributed nothing. If after 6 years, the client's sub-account, in a variable annuity, that sub-account is the separate account. I don't know if it's helpful, but I think of a variable annuity as a mutual fund with an insurance wrapper. I will link to a variable annuity lecture I have in both the video description and a pinned comment. The client's cost base for tax purposes is zero. You have a zero cost base, so everything coming out of this thing is going to be taxable, right? So that's the answer to the question. Zero cost basis. Now be careful. The person probably submitted this perhaps said the cost base was 30. And if this was just something you funded on your own, and I put $30,000 in after tax, money I already paid taxes on, my cost basis would be 30. You'll get either version of this. It's more likely, by the way, you're going to get the version that isn't the TSA sponsored by employer, but rather a non-qualified retirement plan that you would get using after-tax money on your own called a tax-deferred annuity. All right, so I hope that was helpful. Remember, inch by inch, your exam is a cinch. Yard by yard, your exam is hard, and I will see you for the next explication request.